Be sure to enter my Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 Toto Coaster 2015 competition. Link is in the description. Hello Spartans, RCT3 here. Welcome to episode 30 of Let's Build the Ultimate Theme Park 2015. And yes, we're finally back! I know it's been nearly 2 weeks now, well, week and a half. But I've finally got my act together. I've finally got Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 working, along with all my recording stuff, because I had some problems. But I've finally gotten everything working, and it's all good and beautiful. In case you can't tell, ambient occlusion is enabled, which means only one thing. There is a GTX graphics card in the system, because this episode is the the second video to be produced on my new machine. The first of which is the Cards Against Humanity. I did actually record some stuff a couple days ago, but owing to technical difficulties, and then I basically screwed up so many things, because Debian wasn't behaving for some reason with the Windows Media video codec. So I tried running Camtasia, which wasn't very taxing on the CPU. The game was running butter smooth, but I didn't realize how big the files would be, so I blew through 40 gigs in an hour, and it was recording onto my SSD, which has only got about 100 gigs or so, which has only got about that much free, and it was a small partition, not the large one. So bottom line, I ran Camtasia flat, and then corrupted all the files and lost my footage. So that was very irritating. So you did miss me doing a large number of supports and the tunnel under the first drop, which in case you can't tell from the last episode. But, on the whole, I've now got to be behaving. I'm recording with a different codec now, which is actually a lot more economical on my drives. I can actually normally I go for about 6 gigs in a 2-hour filming session. This one only got through 2. So, very impressed with that. I'll be sticking with MP4 in the future. But right here, I was doing most of the rest of the supports for the Itamin coasters, seeing as that was what I got going on last time. Also, I've forgotten how now I know why people buy stupidly expensive hardware, because I fired up ambient occlusion, fired up Rollercoaster Tycoon 3, I was like, oh my god! Because I have never seen Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 look this beautiful and crisp and sharp. This is also now Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 in full HD. This video was recorded in 1080p. So, at this point, I was getting into a bit of a habit of some spastic saving, because I was super paranoid about the game crashing out on me. Like, it seems to come in phases. Like, it crashed on me a few times, but after about the second or third one, it behaved fine. I don't know what's up. This isn't on a clean park file yet. I'm trying to resort to using that as a last measure, just so I can give myself some room to build. Because I don't want to clean it, break the game, and then not be able to clean it anymore. I'd rather break the game, then be able to clean it, then break it again. Now, actually, that support I didn't put the footer on. The problem is the tunnel is underneath that, and speaking of which, I ran a test POV afterwards, and it's a bit tight in there. I didn't know how tight it was because I was super paranoid about the game crashing. But I know how tight it was, but I don't think I can go back and remodel the whole thing. I'd have to rebuild the entire thing just to raise a few rocks here and there. But the tunnel's pretty tight, but I think I'll be able to get away with it. It's not like there's anything goes through the camera. There's like some stuff just skims your heads a bit. But I think I'll be able to get away with that. So I did pause a few times during this session because I was in a bit of a group chat with some of my friends discussing A-levels. I finally picked my A-levels. Oh boy. So yeah. Fortunately though, I've still got a little bit of freedom left. I've got, well, nothing going on for the next 2 days. Or the weekend. Oh, actually, the weekend's pretty busy, actually. And it's not just because I'm going to be binge-watching the Road World Championships. But right here, I was doing the lampposts. Now, you may have noticed I jumped doing the terra painting. That was because the first time I tried it, the game crashed, which is why this thing jumped. And about now, yeah, then the game crashed again. Well, I didn't even notice that was actually quite seamless. But yeah, the game crashed again while I was placing that flat ride the first time round and doing the terraforming. So, reloaded the game and then it behaved fine, saved it, I didn't want to lose it again. But the terrain painting I'm doing under there, I did the light sand texture in the middle, then around the edge I did a dark sand texture, something I've seen Silverite do, and I think it looks really cool. Although I hope I haven't done it at some other place in this theme park. So I was placing those and I thought, no, I don't like them. So instead I decided to go for the flatstone floors from Iron Aiden's Windhelm set. And this one I was super paranoid about game crashing and just losing all the effort I put into a very tedious part of doing this stuff. So I did that, saved. Then, oh yeah, there was one more crash. I was doing like a pipe arch around the asymmetrics, but in hindsight I'm not really sure about it. I didn't really like it. So then I was doing these, and when I was doing these the first time around that the game crashed. Happily this time it behaved. So I was just doing more windows and adding more details to this. I think it looks amazing. For the record, the system I'm now running, my old thing was like an old HP. I might do a review of this thing. But the system I'm currently running now is an Asus G751JT. This is the T7115H spec. I don't know if it's different depending on region. But this thing has a Core i7 4720HQ, 16 gigabytes of RAM, GTX 970M mobile graphics card, 256 gigabyte M.2 PCI Express SSD, and a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive. In a nutshell, this thing's an absolute beast of a machine. Like, when I was renting out the 17 Neo that was the last Cards Against Humanity thing, link in the description, and that took 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I reckon that this render is... Normally it takes 90 minutes to print out these videos on the old machine. I reckon this will do it in 25 minutes. No less. I reckon this will print out this whole render in 20 minutes. That's how fast this thing is. It's like coming from something that's so old nowadays to something that's on like cutting edge. It's I understand why people spend so much money on hardware like this, because it's just so joyous to use. Because like for those of you who don't have like high-end hardware, it's such a joy to see the numbers, just the frames in the renders just fly by. Like, it renders them almost as fast as it plays them. That's how crazy quick it is. It's unbelievable. Good, and that's another reason why I wanted to get a machine that's so high-end, so I can make these videos so much faster. Because the amount of time I spend waiting for videos to render, and then there's the proper chance of my laptop overheating itself. But with this, it runs ice cold. Well, certainly on the parts you touch, because all the air's blasted out the back. It's actually, even now, it's quite cool, actually, just doing the playthrough while I do the commentary. This thing is ice cold, but because I'm running a quad-core CPU and a GPU at the same time on the renders, it just does them so quickly. So that means I can make more videos in a shorter time frame, which means you, the fans, get my videos quicker. Saves me time, saves you time, and everyone wins. Also, expect a playthrough of Five Nights at Freddy's sometime soon, seeing as I finally managed to get my hands on it. Look, I'm not a huge Scary Games fan. I'm probably not going to do FNAF 2, 3, or 4. But I'm definitely going to do Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Maybe like a Halloween special thing. Actually, on the subject of that, because I got a Republic of Gamers laptop, I've been able to get my hands on Assassin's Creed Unity for free. So let me know if you want to see a playthrough of that. Like a Let's Play of that. I might actually start streaming things. That'll be fun. I've no idea. I'm a complete novice in the world of streaming, so I might try streaming AC Unity, or I might just play it. I haven't had a chance to fire it up yet and see what it's all about. I mean, it was either that or Freedom Cry, but from what I gather, Unity is better than Freedom Cry, so I went for that. So here I was just doing more battlements, the kind of courtyard area next to the flat rides. Just doing some more towers. I want to have another dual tower thing. I know this looks like something I would find interesting in, and frankly I think there is. It's quite theme park-like. The only problem is in the test run, I'm going to raise that kind of the upper part of that gap in the wall, because when I did my test run, the camera went face first into it, so that would most definitely kill you instantly. So here's just two more windows, and at this point, I suddenly looked at the time and I thought, "Oh crap, I've been going for a while with no crashes." But anyway, so we're coming up to the end of this. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you are all having a good... whatever. Hopefully another video will be coming this Friday, if I can get Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 to behave. But anyway, I'm Charlotte1000, you're watching youtube.com/SmileMurderers, and this is Let's Play the Ultimate... I got that outro wrong, damn it. I'm really rusty at this, but anyway. So please subscribe, check out the rest of the series, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a nice day.